Gemini, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started. The underlying theme or overarching energy for this spread is the Four of Wands. The Four represents to me the fourth house on the astrological wheel, which is ruled by Cancer. It's the house that represents your home and your family. It could also speak to your roots and your foundation. It just really depends. Home is where you live or where you consider home to be. Family is who you share that home with. That can be your parents, mother or father, people you consider to be parents. It can be your spouse or your partner, your fur babies, your children, your housemates, or roommates. Now, the Four of Wands, this card represents a happy celebration. I see this as the Hallmark Christmas kind of, these cards change what I think about them, usually with the seasons as well. But it's like this is the Hallmark Christmas card, movie, whatever. It's the Christmas tree and the big table with the spread of food and making memories with your closest loved ones and friends is how I see this card. The wands represent fire sign energy, and the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This could be involving one of those signs, somebody that has their sun, moon, or rising in one of those placements, or just a lot of that energy. Very representative of that energy. Now, the first card in the top three for clarity is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Gemini, I see this as somebody that is close to you that probably isn't feeling well around the holidays, or you're getting news of someone who is very badly ill. You have a lot of 8th house energy, and this is a very intimate house. This is... it's the house of other people's money, regeneration, transformation, metamorphosis. It's also the house of sexuality and instincts and life, death, and rebirth. The death and life cycle, if you will. I see this being a fire sign that you care about that's in ill health or bad health, and you're getting not so good news about the situation. This may just be for one Gemini. I actually happen to know someone who the reading that I'm looking at speaks to what's going on in their world and could be a little predictive as well. So, but yes, this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, once again. If this doesn't represent an actual person, this is a message or messenger. It could be an argument that messes up the idealistic Christmas you were wanting to have, or something to that effect if you're in the States or you celebrate Christmas or the family holiday, whatever you ascribe to. It could be somebody just wanting to debate and argue about things that are already past. The second card is the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups upright is the happy life, happy wife card is what I call it. You can't get much better than a rainbow and 10 cups. The cups represent to me water signs. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But the cups also represent things that fill you up and make you feel whole and sustain you, things that make you feel emotionally sound. It can represent relationships and partnerships. It doesn't have to. It can represent love as well. But this is a disappointment. This is sadness. It's like the rug has been pulled from underneath of you. All of your top three for clarity are all three in reverse. The 10 speaks to the 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn. That could be important. It's the house of destiny. It's the house of dealing with authorities. This can be authorities in their field, an expert, the authorities, or authorities in your world. It could also speak to your reputation, your status, and career. The third card in the top three for clarity is the Five of Cups in reverse. And I see this as like the grief and sadness card. In the upright, I see it as crying over spilled milk and not paying attention to the blessings that you have in front of you. But in the reverse, with these other cards, it's almost like you or someone that you are close to is dealing with something that is so sad, so traumatic, so upsetting that it's messing up the ideal Christmas that everybody was wanting. It's almost like you may be wanting to make as many memories as you can with this individual because you don't know how long they're going to be. You don't know if there will be another Christmas celebration with them. And I'm not trying to be negative. And like I said, this could be just for one Gemini out there, but this is the reading that fell, and I'm going to read it as it lays, if you will. The 5 represents the Leo ruled house of your children, your creativity. It's where you have skin in the game. It's romance and where you fall in love and where you make your babies. It's your pleasure seeking. It's your social life. And once again, the cups representing water signs, emotions. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. There's a lot of fire and a lot of water. It's like your book ended by fire, and the middle, the gooey center, is the cups, the water signs. Now, I did the total for this spread. You had the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. That total is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, and that speaks to the Capricorn ruled house of career status, reputation, dealing with authorities, and your possible destiny. So yeah, you may be dealing with, it doesn't necessarily have to be the death of a person. It can be the death of a relationship or a partnership, or finding out somebody has to move and this is the last Christmas or holidays you get to spend with them. It could be something like that. I don't want it to just be gloom and doom. But I feel that it's very strongly associated with somebody and their health. And I feel like it's either a fire sign or a water sign. If this isn't you, Gemini, it's somebody very close to you, and it's possibly a child. Or somebody's child. Yeah. Now, I pulled 2 oracle cards for you from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The first that I pulled for you is the number 20 card. It reads, Softly, softly, the tender touch. It's the 20th card. 2 plus 0 is 2, and that speaks to the Taurus ruled house of your self-esteem, your earning ability, your possessions, and your money. It's the house of mine. It's the house of your values. Anything that you could classify or quantify as yours would probably qualify as a second house item. Now, when I see this card, it makes me feel like you need to embrace and employ gentleness in your world at this time, and that you really don't need to push quite so hard to receive what's already naturally coming to you. You really need to relax and have more faith in yourself and the process, and trust that things are happening in accordance to divine timing and divine planning. This is also an acknowledgement of your hard work, and this can be actual physical hard work, mental hard work, emotional. You could be celebrating your own rebirth. If so, congratulations. But this is definitely the acknowledgement of very hard work and an encouragement to be soft and to stay soft. Don't allow this world to harden you, Gemini. Sorry, I need a drink. I also feel like you could possibly be having a discussion that is transformative in some way. The second card that I pulled for you is the card right after, the 21st card, Beyond the Mind, the Heartbeats. This is the 21st card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and that speaks to your house. The house of Gemini is the house of communication. It's short distance journeys. It's siblings, cousins, neighbors. It's your neighborhood. It's people who are on your level. When I see this card, for me it indicates the need to either create or retreat to your sanctuary and meditate in your sacred space to calm your nervous system, to calm you down. And during this sacred time, allow your heart to speak. And give yourself permission to listen. To fully listen. You are seeking a balance between your head and your heart. And you should follow your instincts and your intuition. And once again, understand that all is occurring in accordance with divine timing and divine planning. So yeah, Gemini, lots of changes. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, thank you so much from my very grateful heart. Like I said earlier, I'll be back closer to the full moon for your mid-month reading, pull a few extra cards, and give you a little bit more in-depth of a reading. But until then, I hope you have a good holiday season. Make some memories with your families and loved ones, because those are things that don't cost anything and no one can ever take them from you. Gemini, employ your self-care measures now. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through battles, sometimes so private we'll never speak about it to another living soul. And it's the holidays, y'all. Be kind. I hope you're well. Take care. And I'll see y'all soon for the mid-month reading.